and good evening. You're listening to the Modern Mystic Radio Show on A1R Psychic Radio Network and Moonstruck TV. I'm hoping you're having a lovely start to the week. It has been a little bit intense with the full moon energy of last week. So we've had a lot of emotions, a lot of stress, a lot of strain within the readings that I've been doing. So it's something that I have obviously picked up from my clients, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it's all smooth going with you. But if you are experiencing a bit of a fluctuation in the energy, then that will probably be down to that full moon that we've just had. It's been incredibly intense. Right, okay, so I'm going to start with my topic for today, which is how to enhance your psychic abilities. So I've been a psychic as a child, and my earlier experiences were very visual. So what I used to experience was I'd wake up each night when I was around 7 and I would see all of these different faces coming towards me. But there was no communication as such, so I was a little bit stuck in terms of what to do. I didn't know why I was experiencing it, but I would see literally each night hundreds of different faces just flying towards me. And as I got older and started to explore the psychic world a little bit more, really from the age of around sort of 16, 17, that's when I started to get all of my communication coming through. And it's something that has to be worked upon, that has to be developed, and further enhanced. So we all start off with quite relatively strong psychic abilities, either in childhood or which obviously then goes into adulthood, but we kind of shut it off. We shut it off because we don't always understand it or accept it. So quite often we will think of somebody and they will phone. This is an example of strong intuition, or you'll get a sense or you get a feel around a certain situation. You may be posed with something, you get a negative kind of vibration around it, or the opposite might apply, and you get shown a situation in your life or a possible opportunity, and you get an incredibly positive vibe around it. So we all have psychic intuition, but it's how to go from perhaps doing, if you're a budding psychic out there, doing a few card readings for yourself, to enhancing it and making it stronger and building it into a reading. So how do you do that? How do you go from just dealing a few cards out, either for yourself or for friends or what have you? So I want to talk through how to start working with your spiritual guides. So this is like first and foremost, and my first ever real experience was back when I was about 7 or 8 with my spiritual guides, and then it dropped. It came back when I was around 13, and then fully came in when I was about 17. So your spiritual guides are also energetic beings, and perhaps even loved ones here that are around you right throughout your life. Now these guides will chop and change, and depending on what we're doing, work with us in different ways. And quite often you'll get people within the medical profession that, unbeknown to themselves, actually have like a medical team of spiritual guides actually behind them, assisting them on an intuitive level, where ideas just simply pop into one's head. This is your spiritual guide's way of communicating with you. Okay, so if you feel, you don't necessarily need to know exactly who your spiritual guide is. It's great too, and it's lovely too, but once you start building up that element of communication, this is, you can find those kinds of things out, and there's different ways of doing it. But first and foremost, it's through the practice of focus, of meditation, of, just stilling yourself enough to listen to that quiet voice within. So the trick to this, to develop it, to enhance it, is to to start asking your guides lots and lots of questions about whatever it is that you want to look at. So this could be in terms of your spiritual development. It could be something, that you're perhaps going through. It could be absolutely anything. I've asked my guides all manner of questions, even things on a technical level. So it's about asking, building out communication, and constant thought, constant posing of questions, and remembering that they are there to help and assist you during this lifetime. So you would ask, ideally, questions that you're not emotionally attached to, because this is an area where we start to fall down. Because I know a lot of people will doubt their spiritual ability. What I do is develop a code, so a series of symbols that they can kind of give you to represent certain things or certain situations, such as a birthday cake to birthday cup, or anything like that. So it's about thinking, developing your own language, as it were, with your spiritual guides. Okay, so I have got my first caller here, and this is I think it's Marianne. Can you hear me, Marianne?
It's Mary Kay, and yes, I can hear you.
Oh, wonderful. Where are you from?
British Columbia.
Okay, lovely. So thank you very much for joining us. Do you have a question for me, Marianne?
I've been having a pretty rough go here, and I just want to know if you see anything maybe is looking a little better than it has been.
Okay, could you repeat that? That seemed to be, I couldn't quite hear all of what you've said.
Okay, I said I've been having a very rough go. And I just wanted to know if things are going to get better. I've had my bank hacked. I've lost my mom. I've separated from my husband. I'm in pain from injuries. Is things going to get better?
Right, okay, let's have a look. So it looks like, it does feel like your life has been going through really, really significant shifts and changes. And even though it feels incredibly destructive, in nature, I feel that fundamentally it's pushing you into, it will be pushing you into a better place. And I feel that, this is stuff that's been going on here for you over the last 2 years. But I feel like this year I get you almost like cracking the code. That's what I'm being told here. And literally redesigning your life. You're being given the opportunity in a roundabout way through all of these misfortunes and changes to recreate and redesign your life. I feel that your vibration has been lifting and has been changing. And it's almost like anything that was, perhaps not all, just, negative things, but, anything that was no longer sort of right for you or flowing for you is kind of falling away. This obviously doesn't refer to the people that have passed away. That's not why they're. But I do feel that it's like you've been left to. It's like you've been left to empower, and you've been forced to empower and stand in your own, your own light, if that makes sense.
Right.
Just tuning into your energy. I feel that you are highly sensitive. I feel like you are a natural empath. I feel like you are a natural intuitive. But it seems as though you've had a really rough ride of it during that journey as that sort of sensitive person. I feel here, because you want to know when things are going to start picking up for you.
Yeah.
I want to say from next month onwards, I feel like I've got you finally moving forwards. Okay?
Nice.
Where the energy around you seems to be much, much brighter. I feel that it's almost like the energies of the people that have passed here. I've got them sort of stepping in and really showering you with that positivity to help you get through. This is like the biggest. It feels like this is the biggest time of your life because you're coming from a place of what feels like despair and not knowing what to do and feeling very lost. Into a place of really truly standing on your own 2 feet, but knowing full well that you are going to be landing back on your feet. Okay? And it's not until you've crossed over that bridge and you've landed the other side that you can truly appreciate the journey. There's something here about a house move. Or something like. Has that happened yet?
No. Do you think there will be?
Has that happened yet?
To it.
Okay. I feel like I've got a change of energy around the home that is going to greatly affect your ability to create that life. Does that make sense? So I feel like I've got you. Being able to start all over again here in one way or another. Now, that might not necessarily be a physical move, but at the very least, it's going to be a complete change of the energy within your home environment. I feel that there seems what I'm being told here is that you feel like you've been treated really unfairly. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You've been treated very unfairly in a situation, and I don't know whether this is going back into your relationships, but I feel here I get like the balance coming in, where you start getting all the positive stepping in here for you. You are so close to a turning point here with this energy, and what I'm being drawn towards saying is that your intuition, the power of your intuition, is incredibly strong. I want to say also I get more success around money, and I feel like I've got a soulmate energy coming in for you on the relationship side. Okay?
Right.
So don't feel that you're left high and dry. Don't feel that you're not gonna have the happiness. Does that make sense? You feel at the moment there's no happiness, but I feel like I've got you regaining that, and more so, in fact. So what I'm actually seeing you being is once you've kind of healed and moved through all this sort of like negative, sticky energy, I feel like I've got you actually embracing happiness like you've never had before. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to ask?
Has my son or my mum come through with anything?
I know your mother was coming through here. And let's just see, I'm just going to move these out the way and just see if I can just tune into her energy. She was coming through and she is in your cards. And I feel that if you have not had, I'm very drawn towards the dream world with this, okay? And I feel that I feel like she is trying to connect with you through your dreams. So watch out for that. And the same with your son. But I feel like I feel like they're together, but your mother is the one that is coming through the strongest here. So I feel that it's almost like she's there to guide you. She's very much trying to raise the point that you're not alone. Does that make sense? Even though you feel that you are, you're very much loved, by spirit here. And I feel that she's trying to strengthen you. at the moment. And I also feel here there is a gift coming to you. I feel like she wants to thank you for something as well. She's saying thank you here. So I don't know whether you looked after her or you helped her out towards the end here. But I feel like she wants to thank you for what you've given to her. And I feel like she's absolutely, I want to say, safe, at peace in spirit.
Yeah.
But also very much around you as well. So watch out for those dreams.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right, are you happy with that?
I am. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. You take care.
You too. I know.
Bye. And now we've got another call. We've got Erica from Kansas. Hi, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, I can.
Hi, Erica, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I'm fine.
Okay. Do you have a question for me?
Yes, I was wondering, I have been dealing with some things with my mother, and I just get kind of a little worried about it, and I just
Okay. Okay, so you're worried about your brother, is that right?
My mother, my mom.
Oh, your mother. Okay.
Yes.
You're worried about your mother. Okay. Let's have a look here. Let's just see what I've got for you. Right. So what I get here, is this some sort of health issue as well around this?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Sorry, is there some sort of health issue around this as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because that's the first thing I get here around the situation, is there is some sort of health-related issue. However, what I feel with this is it's almost like she does... I feel like she does need the support. She does need... I feel like I've got decisions coming in around her, because what I feel here, it's almost like a bit of a slower process here in terms of things improving for her, but I have got an improvement for her. Okay. So it feels as though I've got lots of people. It's almost like they're seeing, I don't know whether it's a medical team, but I feel like I've got lots of people around her giving her the advice and the guidance that she kind of needs. But I feel here that you're like really, you're worried that something negative is going to happen with this situation. And I feel like I've got stability coming in around her. I'm getting the month of September as being quite strong for her. So like I said, we have got improvement, so just bear with it and try and keep positive, because I feel like I've got her working her way through this. Okay, does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. I hope so, yes.
And I have got light at the end of the tunnel as well. Okay. So it's a bit of a long journey, this one, but I feel that I feel like you're going to be able to not worry as much, over the next few months here with her. So whatever she's going through on the health front, I feel is going to be. I feel like I get a positive outcome here with this, and yes, it's been weighing on you, but I feel that. I get with you a happy vibration coming in, but don't worry if it takes a little bit longer than you would like to see.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Okay.
And
all right. Well, I'm going to have to leave it there.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you so much for coming through.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you. And off she goes. Now, thank you so much for coming through to me tonight. It's been wonderful to hear from you. If you want to get hold of me, you can do via my website, which is www.modern-mystic.co.uk. You can also find me on Facebook with through Modern Mystic or Mystic Sarah. And you can catch me on UK TV as well, which is Psychic Today, if you are based over here, and you can look it up on the internet and watch it online too. So I'm wishing you a fabulous evening, a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you same time next week. Bye for now.